66, 67. 1966, 1967.
I'm driving the
And
Corvette.
she's driving the Corvette. And I'm sleeping, and all of a sudden, woo, woo, woo! And I open my eyes, and there's this red light. I got a ticket because of her.
In the summer of 1966, when a tall, dark lad from out on the coast fell in love with a girl from the sticks, and everybody immediately, all eyes went just like this over to my dad to see how he was going to take it. The sticks. You can see in the picture, everybody's looking at my dad.
St. Patrick's Church. It makes me think of a famous Irish blessing. May the good Lord take a liking to you, but not too soon. And who can forget homemade birthday cakes and brown paper bag wrapping paper for birthdays? A tradition we still carry on today. Life is good. There's nothing like family, Disneyland, and matching outfits. Life is good. Here's photographic evidence that I learned from a very young age to always catch a family member when they're drowning, or he'll be doing the longest, slowest U-turn you've ever done in life.
It's 1984. The water's warm. The boat is ready. It's time to jump in. It's a swan dive? No. It's a can opener? No. It's the Nutcracker. I believe that's probably Halloween, maybe sometime about 1984, and Uncle Brian is dressed up in a Lyman Gilmore girls' cheerleading outfit.
Don't you wish that was Uncle Brian?
That's a fact. Ah, yes, the lake vacations. We houseboated no fewer than 3 times on Lakes Shasta and Trinity in the mid-'80s. Of course, pure entertainment is carving across the water at 30 knots on a water weenie and a broken rib for Papa. It doesn't get any better than that.
My love for all creatures, great and small, came from a childhood filled with animals, from chickens and fish to rats to amazing dogs, miniature schnauzers, and wonderful labs. Animal life is good.
The year is 1989. All you need is cool denim, a sweet ride, and flowing mullets to get where are the chicks?
There's nothing like a surprise birthday projectile caught on camera. Another Baloo, or is it Searle, tradition.
Life is good. What a perfect afternoon in La Jolla in June of 1994. The entire family able to be present at Lizanne and my graduation from college. Thanks, Nana and Papa, for the opportunity and a head start on life.
Fall 1994. One budding doctor sharing the anatomy lab with the doctor who inspired her.
I've been having fun with the blues since 1996. Thanks for all the memories, Nana and Papa.
The Anderson House. From meteorologist to summer job crasher to veterinarian to avian specialist to master of business. That place was location, location, location.
What better place to have a cocktail than on the deck at the address formerly known as 106 Pammy Way? Here we have all 7 Baloos, 1 dummy, and on closer inspection, a Mary Noel raising her glass. Cheers. Home is where the heart is, thanks to Nana and Papa. Life is good.
Aw, look who's drinking a Budweiser. It must be day 60 of his 365 days of change. And he's about to lose at cards. The transition is hard.
This is my 1999 engagement trip to Hawaii. And while there, we discovered all of our family names in Hawaiian. So, from left to right, it's Palaina, Ana, Alika Pika, Kanika, and not pictured is Brian's brother, Dinky Peepee.
It's 1999. Y2K Eve. Tomorrow may not exist, but we have El Bandito, the bartender, and the good, the bad, and the ugly. Life is bueno.
And on the last day of the last century, we had Lizanne hosting a murder mystery party in Sandy, Utah. She is dressed as a cowgirl with her little horse. And then from left to right, we've got Anne, the proper school marm. We've got Lauren, the fancy heiress. We've got Erin, the she-devil with the squirt gun. And starring Nana as a lady of the evening.
Beach Nuts Bar, Little Cayman, 2000. In the evening, after another day of priceless fun, the family gathers after a busy day of diving, cannonballing, and volleyball, and the Islanders converge to watch us. Before the end of the week, all the Stingray and Red Stripe beer was gone, so the bartender left her post to be with Kevin T., and here I went to work to do what I know best. Bombay Sapphire with a whiff of vermouth. Thank you, Dennis and BJ, for this and all of the fun you have provided.
Every time this weekend I looked at Hudson, he smiled at me. And after a while, I began to tell him, Hudson, life ain't just great. Quit smiling. Okay.
Hello, Alex. Hello, Alex. This is Nana. I'm calling from Grass Valley. Papa and I want you to come up in Grass Valley and play.
This is Papa calling for Alex. We're going to get to see you this weekend, Alex. You're going to come up to Grass Valley and play with Nana and Papa? Yeah, and bring Hudson along. We'll have a good time.
Well, here we have the motley crew, this time at the Occidental Grand Cozumel, 2005. For Papa's retirement party, well, from call anyways. And off to the pool, of course. Now here's a hard act to follow. Papa can catch with his wrists with his eyes closed. Nice. Oh, Uncle Brian with the strike, stretching me out. Not too shabby. Well, evidently lobsters can catch too. And hey, blah. Maybe Uncle Brian's got to work on his accuracy after all. And just the epitome of grace under pressure. And here we have Alex getting a piece of the action. Not a bad effort at the ripe age of 3 years old. Whoa. Well, maybe Dan just had a mid-air seizure. Life is good.
I love my boys. I love my boys.
Hello, this is Alex, and today we're at the end of the southern of Paris. Hello, this is Hudson, and today, I hope we'll be in England soon.
Laptop Laughter on Lake Tahoe, August 10th, 2014. Celebrating Papa's birthday with the gift of 70 bottles of wine. Who's that drinking a martini? Life is good.
The year is 2014. You're at Nana and Papa's house, and Papa cracks open the gun safe. You look at all the guns, amazed, and pick out the Tommy gun, BB gun. You start shooting it, watching the BBs bounce off the trees, hoping that there's a squirrel or deer.
Life is good. And football was great. On New Year's Eve, 2015, the night before we saw Stanford destroy Iowa in the Rose Bowl, it was dinner in Woodland Hills, California, at Fleming's Prime Steakhouse. A first-class meal with some first-class nerds. Cheers.
We had some very good times. The family going down the slides at the beach. So much memories we could think of. I love them.
It's April 2016 when the whole family's on the beach and the cousins, the Blues, Bowmans, and the Bertels are on a blue platform out in the water when all of a sudden an unknown force flips the platform, throwing us into the water. This unknown force later came to be known as Uncle Jeremy.
I don't know, I guess just seeing other places is cool. It's a blast and adds another element of fun.
The year is 2017. You're in Disney World, Splash Mountain. So far you've stayed dry. But then you start going up, and you keep going up, and you keep going up, until you reach the top. And then you look down the drop that awaits you, and you fall 100 miles an hour, and you get soaked, but you're laughing. Life is good.
Not even smoke could deter us from going on a vacation and living life. Thank you, Nana and Papa, for making it all possible.
as I take you back to a time in 2018. The air is thick with ash and smoke, and there's an epic clash going on between me, the tube, the wake, and the driver of the boat. And I'm sure all is going well and life is amazing. Until it wasn't. Can we strike that from the record?
My favorite thing about the houseboating trip was tubing with all of our cousins and jumping off the roof of the houseboating. Thank you.
You guys are so cool and so adventuresome. Remember this time when we went for an ATV ride through a winery for my 40th birthday? What an awesome memory. So many happy memories. Here's another life lesson taught to me from you. When you go wine tasting, always make sure to take your friends and family, especially when there's a castle involved.
Even though it made you cry, you still came to my wrestling match. And of course, I pinned him. Thank you, Nana.
Okay, this seems like a silly picture to include, but to me it's a strong reminder that nothing will keep us apart, not a stay-in-shelter order or a pandemic. We all will always find a way to stay in touch.
The year is 2020, and I'm doing my Eagle Scout project. And of course, Nana and Papa are there to help. And of course, at the end, there was a little bit of Washington, heavy, heavy hail. Thank you for sticking through it.
Life is good because we get to share our interests and spend time with others. When we share common interests or learn from one another, we suddenly get to learn a whole lot more than we would have on our own. And suddenly, life is a lot bigger than just ourselves. And when life is bigger than just ourselves, it makes life worth living a whole lot more.
We stopped somewhere up on the mountain, and one of us got off the snowmobile and just packed a snowball and just chucked it. I don't know who it was, but that started one of the best snowball fights I've ever had. Life is good.
Watch your fingers and watch your toes. Step back, everybody, because here she throws. I appreciate a couple that's willing to try just about anything we throw at them.
I think one of my earliest childhood memories, I must have been about 6 maybe, was Dad teaching me how to plant a plant in the garden. And then years later, we watched the columbine create colors, and I still love gardening today.
Introducing you to some Texas nightlife with a crisp beer, a fresh brick pizza oven, and some local Texas music talent to dance to. What a great night. Well, I have to say, you're very precise not only in your professional life as a surgeon, but also shooting firearms. And you never had to threaten me. I married Lauren willingly.
You both taught me my love of animals, that's for sure. Now, from driving through African safaris to feeding giraffes at the local zoo, I have so much fun with you.
All aboard! What a terrific way to celebrate one's birthday, filled with fun, family, and food on the Napa Valley Wine Train.
A heartfelt thank you from this catechumen to her sponsor and her husband for their support, especially during the Easter Triduum, celebrated with a surf and turf dinner and an agreeable bottle of wine. Thanks, Nana and Papa. Life is good.